Hello everybody, Liliana from Vanilla and Canela here. Welcome back to my channel, to another video and to, of course, Vlogtober. So today I'm going to spice things up a little bit between us. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to cook and chat to you at the same time, telling you of all my woes. Woes, is that how you say it? My worries, my hopes and dreams, and an overall chat. Just friendly chat, answering some of your questions that are more involved, so I can't really answer in my Q&A. Yeah, just let's see if this works. If you're watching this, that means it worked. Otherwise, this will never see the light of day. Because I'm not sure the noise that as I'm cooking, the food is going to make, and if it's going to wreck the audio. And as you know, I am very basic when it comes to filming equipment and all that jazz. I'm filming with my phone. Let's get started. So first of all, I need to find sort of the perfect angle so you can see that and can see me over there. There is going to be times where I'm going to be facing away from you as I'm washing vegetables or something like that. Take notice, I don't want to have to be moving the camera and the tripod all the time, so this is where you're going to stay. I'm going to be over here. Let's get started. I'm going to make some pasta, and basically what I find is that Oscar demands all of my attention towards the end of the day, which is why I don't film very much sort of dinner time, because he is in a tizzy. He's either overtired, he needs a bath, he needs a feed, all of that. So what I'm going to do now is cook dinner up to a point, so tonight all I have to do is the last bit of it. So I'm going to make an all-in-one pasta dish. I've just rooted through my fridge and freezer, defrosted some chicken. I'm going to use chicken, got some leeks and carrots. I've got some chorizo and some celery. I've got a little bit of stock which has gone hard, so I'm going to add that to the pasta and we'll just see where it takes us. I'm sorry if the lighting is not very good. Let me put that. Does that make any difference? It makes absolutely no difference, does it? Let me see. Yeah, I'll leave it on. Let me put this one on as well. It is what it is. Let's go. So I'm going to start. I will add some olive oil to the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to dice up the chicken to get that cooking. And then I'll dice up the vegetables and we go from there. So thank you very much, first of all, to all of you for following me and for watching Vlogtober and all my previous videos. I know some of you have been with me for a very long time, so thank you for that. And thank you for all your kind comments, etc., and always supporting. And I wanted to thank you as well for watching my C-section story video. I didn't know if you guys were gonna want to watch that or not, and the thing that surprised me, one, that you did want to watch it, and two, just how many horror stories there are out there. Honest, I was not expecting. I saw all your comments and I was like, oh wow, there's bad stories all over the place. So thank you for sharing your stories with me, for your kind words of support as well. I do appreciate that. And yeah, I forgot to say actually, and there's so many things I left out from that story, but you got the gist of it. But I forgot to say that when I came home, coffee, I hope you're all having a drink. When I came home, just had a little malfunction with the cooker, but I think we're all right. So the chicken is in, we're gonna let that get cooked on the outside at least. In the meantime, let's do other stuff. I've got a leek. I'm gonna use a leek because I don't have any onions, and leek is if it's not in the same family. It tastes very similar, and it gives it that kind of oniony flavour. So yeah, so when I came home that first night from hospital, I felt utterly broken. And a lot of it has to do again with your hormones. I hate saying that word. And I remember that I said to Paul, can you please look after the baby again all night so I can sleep with Alex. I just wanted to be really, really close to Alex. And I slept that first night after I got out of the hospital with him, and Paul looked after Oscar. And by the way, in case you're wondering, we have got, I think, a good thing going on with Oscar and the sleep. Basically what we do is we go to bed, we're in bed, lights out for 9 o'clock. Paul and I, this is it, you know. So Alex is as well in his room, fast asleep. And Paul gets up until 3 in the morning. So if Oscar wakes up from 9 till 3, that's Paul's responsibility. Okay, and Paul will get up and take Oscar into his nursery and get him changed and fed. I hope this is not too loud. And then from after 3 a.m. until the morning, it's up to me, okay? So it's been working out really well. It actually works out that Paul gets up twice and I get up once. And we get, between us, about 6-7 hours sleep, which is not bad with a newborn. But last night, we had lots of trouble getting Oscar to sleep. We think he's going through a leap, which, by the way, leaps are a pain in the butt. So I've just added a leek into that, so you can see. Just going to cook it all together. I'm going to add some, I've got some chorizo here that I picked up from Aldi, so I'm going to add that as well. Yeah, so that's how we do it. Last night, Oscar did not want to go to sleep, so he didn't actually fall asleep until gone 8, which is quite late for him. He's usually out by 6, half 6 kind of thing. So what that meant though was that he got up, or the first time he woke up was 1:30, and Paul got up with him, fed him, and he then didn't wake up again until 4:30. So we both only got up once last night, which was nice. But the thing was, at 4:30, that's him up for the day, you know. He tends to not want to go back down to sleep. So what I do is I bring him downstairs and I feed him, I play with him a little bit, and playing with him is like just making funny faces, isn't it, at the moment? And then I get him back down to sleep most days. Like today, he didn't want to go back down, but he's down now. In case you're wondering where he is, he's asleep. So hopefully he'll get a really good nap this morning, because he's still at that stage where the less he sleeps, the grumpier he is. So yeah, so that's how we do it. Paul is an amazing husband and father. You guys know that I love him. Obviously, you know, I'm married to him, but he's very supportive, and he knows. When I had Alex, there was a time where I had an infection on my foot, and I could literally not do anything. I couldn't stand up. I would hold the baby every now and then, you know, like while feeding, you know, I'll hold him, but that was about it. So Paul had to take over and, you know, be the stay-at-home dad. I think he did it for like 3 weeks. And that gave him an appreciation that actually the hard job is looking after the baby. I didn't realise that until Alex was about a year old and I went back to work. And after my first day at work, it hit me that going to work is actually a break. And this is not taking away from the fact that I love my children. It's a break. It's talking to other grown-ups. You know, when you're a stay-at-home mum, you tend to hang around the house or go to baby groups, and all you do is talk to the baby or talk about babies with other mums. So Paul has a very deep appreciation for what I do. He always, you know, I think probably I've always felt appreciated by him, you know, but since being a stay-at-home mum, I never felt that I had to do everything because I'm a stay-at-home mum with a baby, you know. Obviously, because before I had Oscar, I had Alex. Alex is at school, and I do this. I do YouTube. It's a part-time income for me and allows me to stay at home, which is what I want to do, and be there for my son, pick him up at school, and all of that. So yeah, in case I know you were asking if Paul helps, and that's the other thing. He comes home, and I'm like, get changed, hold the baby so I can make some food. And so I'm not holding the baby for like 10 minutes, you know, because sometimes it gets a bit intense, doesn't it? So here it is. This is how it's looking. Oh, it smells amazing actually. So I'm going to add some wine. Oh, I've got a little bit left. I don't actually drink, especially not wine or beer. I don't like the taste of it. So I actually buy booze just to cook with. Yeah, there you go. There is no measurements for this, you guys. It's a bit of this, a bit of that, adjusted to how many people are going to eat it. And it's me and Paul. So, yeah, that's that bottle of wine finished. So, yeah, we take the baby duty seriously. And Paul helps me out a lot. Paul is excellent. Just saying that. I'm always, if you know me and you know Paul, you know he is actually a great human being. He really is. So anyway, that's enough about my husband. This is not about him. This channel is not about him. So yeah. So I'm gonna let that wine burn. I want to let the alcohol burn out, and then I'll add these carrots. I'm not going to add the celery actually, I don't think I'll need it. So, one of the questions I saw Geraldine asked me earlier today was, do you have a theme for Christmas? And I don't think so. I am going to get all my stuff out. You guys know, if you followed me, that I have so much stuff. Please feel free to go and check out my Vlogmas and Christmas from previous years. There's plenty of playlists down below. So yeah, down below, no, on my channel, you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't have a theme, though I do like, you know, most of my stuff is kind of the Scandi, a bit of Scandi, not fully Scandi theme, but yeah, I like the traditional red, But I also like to have a bit of fun with, I usually do a tree for Alex. Alex does not really care. I care. I bought him all that stuff that you guys saw yesterday. I showed it to him and he was like, yeah. Look at that. Look at those colours. It smells amazing. Oh, I think I've got some frozen tomato passata. Let me get that out. I do indeed, in little bags. And just found some peppers as well, so I'm going to use those. I love the flavour they give to food. I just put them in there, I put them in frozen, they'll defrost very quickly. Doesn't need a lot. Paul and I will not eat the peppers. We don't actually like peppers, but we love the flavour they give to food. So that will be enough. We can put this in. I mean, you can add whatever vegetables you have around. Like, it goes really good with beans as well. If you add like a kind of, I don't mean baked beans. I mean like red kidney beans or that kind of thing. I might add a potato if I have some. The potato will thicken up the sauce kind of thing. Yeah, it's good. So. I don't think I'll do that again, freezing it in a bag. I might do it in a Tupperware, just because it sticks a bit. And again, it's frozen, but it'll be fine like this. So we've got some of that, and that broth as well. I just had that left over, but if you don't have that, you can use a stock cube. I cannot recommend this type of thing. I love this. I cannot recommend it enough. This one I think is a Knorr. You don't, it's a silent K, isn't it? But in case you don't know, Aldi do their own for the same. They do vegetable, beef and chicken for like 57p instead of £1 for these, so keep that in mind. Now, that's it. Gonna let that cook up a bit. I'm gonna add, you guys know I love a bit of paprika, and I had some of that chorizo, so I want to enhance that. There you go. A bit of that. Oh, I need some garlic. Now, I should have added fresh garlic, but I forgot. So I'm just going to add some powder. That's really good. I add a little bit of pepper. Might go and see if I've got some potatoes. Hold on a second. So I've got these little babies left over, so I'm going to peel them, dice them and put them in as well. They take a bit of time to cook. I'm going to let it first, before I put the potatoes in, let this cook for a little bit. It will need more water because the pasta's going to go in here. The main thing is cooking everything together. So, let's talk about Christmas. What have you guys got planned with this mess that is going on at the moment? Have you guys decided if you're all staying home, or are you still meeting up with family? I guess it depends where you live. We are staying here, for sure. Whether or not we'll be able to have family over, we don't know yet. I think that's the same for everyone, I don't know. But yeah, we're definitely staying, because with a new baby, and all the stuff that we have to take for him, it wouldn't even fit in the car with all the other junk. So we don't have a very big car. So yeah, we're definitely staying here. But it doesn't mean that it won't be special. For sure, you guys know that Christmas is my favorite time of the year, so I will do everything I can to make it special for my family. So yeah. I'm thinking that I might add some peas, frozen peas, to it. I won't do that until the pasta goes in. Pasta takes about 10 minutes, so I'll do that then. So I'm gonna try that and see if it tastes good or if it needs anything. That is quite tasty. So you could add, if you didn't have the broth or anything like that, I might still add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. It just adds another depth of flavour. I'm only going to add a few drops, because this is obviously quite salty. But you can add, if you don't have Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, again, because it brings the salt. Like I said, you can add whatever vegetables you want. I would stay away from stuff like, what do you call it? Courgettes, because they tend to sort of go mushy. And this is a dish that you can, if you have leftovers, you can eat it the next day. But if you put something like courgettes, they overcook when you reheat them and stuff, and it's just a bit disgusting. So try and stay with harder vegetables, if that makes sense. The potatoes, the whole point of the potatoes is that they kind of, you still get them with your meal, but they kind of let a bit of that starch out and make the sauce a bit thicker. You'll see what I mean once this is done. I was thinking that I might actually cook it all to the end. I was going to leave to put in the pasta later on today. I might just do it all and leave it here, and then we just have to warm it up. I think this is going to make at least another meal for us, so okay. I'm going to add some more water. That's obviously going to dilute the flavours that I've just added in, but it's okay. You let it boil again and you taste it again and see if it needs anything extra. There we go. I'm going to let it boil. I'm back. I just gave a quick wash to the bits that I don't need anymore. That's the key to a tidy house. Do little bits as you go along if you can. So it's boiling again. I am gonna turn it down and I'm gonna taste it again. That's good. It needs a little bit more salt. And I'm going to add the potatoes. Going to let it cook for another 10 minutes or so. Yeah, 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes and so it's back on the boil, and then I can add the pasta, which will be lovely. And I find that these dishes taste better the next day. Honest to God, my mum and dad used to make this for me growing up. Not in this specific combination, but the same premise of the pasta cooking in the same tub as the meat and all of that, and it always tastes better the next time. My Portuguese friends will know this. It's Friday, by the way, so you're seeing this on Saturday, so it's the day before, and thank God it is Friday. I am so happy. Even though nothing much changes, the boys still wake up early in the morning, we still have to get up with the baby during the night, just having Paul around, and we try and go out and do a little something together, even if it's just a little walk. I mean, at the moment there's not very much we can do, but it's nice just being together. We're quite happy being together. When the pandemic was fully on, when Paul was home, because he was home, I don't know, like 6-7 weeks, we just loved it. We loved being together all the time. It did help that we could just go outside. It was hot and warming up the weather, so we spent a lot of time in the garden, and it was lovely. It was lovely. So yeah, we'll be doing that. What are you guys up to this weekend? So pasta wise, just use whatever you have. This is what I have open, the twists. That's what I'm going to use. And I don't know, I'm gonna just pour it in, okay? Yeah. Now I'm gonna let it come to a boil again, and then reduce the, what do I mean to say? Reduce the heat, sorry. And then leave it to cook for a bit. Yeah, and it will be done, which is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I don't know if it's even going to come out all right. I hope you like it. I could potentially do something like this again. And maybe if you want it, I could maybe say something to you. I want to do a cook and chat video. Do you have any questions? Leave them below, and then we can discuss stuff. I don't know. See what you think. But yeah, I'm going to let that cook, and then at the end I'm going to show you the result once I plate it up. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate you. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Vlogtober. Stay to the end to see the dish. Bye.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.